Is on me, that's fine, don't sweat those. Been on, keeping my head strong. My dog ain't talk about Petco. Brand new ones, they retros. Live fast, die on set, my headstone. Stop been grown. You ain't get money, been Frank in the friend zone. I ain't never switched up on the family. Be talking to net at me. Gotta watch my wrist as platinum.
Playoff fever has come to upstate New York, and there's a look at Highmark Stadium here in Orchard Park. Coming up, divisional round Saturday. We've got an AFC battle on tap, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Buffalo Bills. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. And a signal there for the fair catch, so this opening drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line that hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Cook again. And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Now Allen. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. Left side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. What a run. 79 yards on the punt return. And the Ravens are on the board first here in this division round matchup. A long way to go in this one. I'm sure that's not the only score we'll see today, but to jump out like that, very good.
Yeah, everyone wants to set the pace. You know, in a game like this, you want people chasing you. You don't want to be the team chasing them. That's exactly what they did.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Ravens 7, Bills 0. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Hey, hold on.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He finds his man complete. That's Hodges. And he gets this one just shy of the 30, down at the 39. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. That's complete to Davis. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They do go for it. Here's Allen. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. And they'll begin by running the option. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
First carry of the game now for the Texas superstar, Bijan Robinson. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to Robinson now on first down. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 12 yards the pickup there. Good for a Raven first.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, It's going to give you a great chance to move on.
Now Jackson on first down. Touchdown! Devin Duvernay, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Ravens go up by 2 touchdowns.
Justin Tucker lining up.
They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make... And now it's blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. And after all that, they're going to start out with unbelievable field position on the return. So after the block PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Half 10. Alert!
Throwing now is Allen. Man open downfield is Diggs. He's got it. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Second and 6. Nothing is the score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Now Allen. And Sanders has got it complete. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well.
And this offense has been a little slow to get going, but some signs of life here in this 2nd quarter. They're moving it pretty good, and that helps the cause as well. Good yardage and another 1st down.
Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They run again on 1st down. Cook. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. James Cook, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bills are back within a score. The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Room here to run. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
What I continually hear from running backs and offensive linemen is how often they're actually getting together to watch film so they can get in sync with each other, understand blocking patterns better, how a running back likes to cut, what he wants to do. And boy, it all came together on that one.
That's one where they watch that and say, hey, we did everything we were supposed to do right there.
That looked like the play we drew up and designed. And then we got to see it unfold in real time.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. From the gun, it's Jackson. He'll get this to Flowers, left side. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other.
Well, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route. And he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Flowers. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. From the gun, Jackson. Now he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And shutting him off, now open field.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a senior caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Getting the ball is Cook running left. They'll get this down to the 38.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Here's Allen to throw it. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 38 yards. And the Bills strike quickly here to tie up the ball game. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
After around 19 yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air, never giving up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. Here's Bass now for the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Here's Jackson to throw. To the right side, into the hands of Flowers. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Jackson on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Now a 2nd and 10. So it's Jackson. Flushed out, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Von Miller able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told.
Many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Facing fourth down, Baltimore will punt. Jordan Stout out there. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And you wonder if with Allen's arm, they might just take their chances by dialing up the long one. Now he's loose down the left sideline. He may go. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. A big play there out of the running game. 61 yards that time on the ground. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. The kick by Bass is good. And that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. That's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Option play. Here's Robinson.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now Jackson. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
Well, if they have any designs on getting back into this football game in the second half, they're going to need to be much sharper offensively than they were on this opening possession. Not much happening here, and it'll lead to a fourth down.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Now Sanders. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They start the drive with Cook. Fighting his way through contact, and he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
114 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this divisional round matchup.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. They run it again with Cook.
That's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 18 more yards there and another 1st down.
And that's a great run, and this is where you've got a running back who feels like he needs to take over this football game. You're in the second half, you've got the lead, you're looking at moving on to the conference championship, and he's got to be saying, just keep giving me the ball, and I'll get us home.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it, and to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Allen's throw is complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox, 39 yards. And the Bills continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup.
To throw is Jackson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing is Jackson. Flush to his right. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. And they're going to speed things up here.
A gain of 16 yards. And the Raven forced down.
13.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 39-yard line. Well, now they'll try the end around. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39.
Tackled on the play by Kaiir Elam.
But not a big gain with that play. But what they're doing is they're spreading the defense out, probing a little bit, and what they're hoping probably is that later in the game they can create a matchup that they can exploit for big yardage later.
No, we change it. Report! Go.
Jackson from the shotgun. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Flushed out right. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Oh, looked like they got someone to jump there. And if that's the case, this will be a 1st down.
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
So 1st and 10 after a big mistake on 4th down with a penalty. Now it's Jackson.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Tre'Davious White with a pick.
And the Bills are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
2nd and 9.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good gain.
146 yards rushing for him now in the ball game as he is trying to will his guys to the championship round next weekend.
One quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game.
Third down and 1.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Here's Sam Martin now. Remember, his first attempt was returned for a touchdown. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And taken right at the 35.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Offensive line wasn't set. There's the flag, and 5 yards back they go.
Quarterback has to look around and make sure that his team is ready to go. Sometimes the quarterbacks go faster than is necessary.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Jackson. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Von Miller able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. A give to Robinson on the option. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The offense on 3rd down, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 19. Jackson now. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 41 yards.
They absolutely had to take some chances downfield trailing here in the 4th quarter.
So why not go 4 verticals, send the guys downfield, say make a play.
And that's one of the favored routes of offensive coordinators. You know why? Because receivers can be open at any point running that route.
And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit.
Ravens 20. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And now 1st downs are key. They want to keep that clock moving, up by 2 scores as they try to cement their place in the conference championship round in 1 week's time. Getting in there for the tackle, Marcus Williams. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Half 85, half 85. Hey, home. Half 85, half 85. Where's that?
On play action, Allen. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Here's a 2nd and 8. Again, it's Cook. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
3rd and 4. Allen. And that is incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The end result, 21 yards.
We changed it. No, we changed it.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And this was a little bit of the knock on him coming out of college. Sometimes the concentration could wander a bit. This should have been a big play, but somehow he's not able to corral it.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Report. Yo. Hey, Ozzy, shut up. Hey, report.
Throwing again, Jackson. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Jackson will throw again. Escaping the pressure right. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 42. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. A 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Throwing left side, it's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Jackson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Here's Jackson. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
Remember, throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Jackson to throw. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. Well, hard to catch your breath. Another big play looming. 4th and 3. They'll run for it with Robinson. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. One crisis averted, but they still need to move hastily. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there. 2nd down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Robinson, touchdown, Baltimore.
And you can forgive this defense just a bit here. They know how dangerous Lamar Jackson is running the football. Stopping him is in many ways a prime concern. So here, they're late to react to the handoff on the option, and it costs them as this winds up a touchdown.
Now Lamar changing the look. Now Jackson eluding the pressure right. And he will get into the end zone as a 2-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the 4th. Time definitely of the essence now, just under a minute to play, and here we go. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
They go to a knee here, and with that, it's on to the AFC title game.
So 2 down, 1 to go, and this number 2 seed definitely looking the part, and now they sit 1 win away from a Super Bowl appearance.
Yeah, and I know originally they were disappointed not to get the number 1 seed and the bye through to the divisional round. But you know what they're saying right now? Let's just keep rolling.